I'm in one of the most dramatic and suggestive places in all the world, the marble quarries of Carrara. And whether it's for your kitchen counter or your bathtub, the marble that is extracted from these quarries is the highest quality on planet Earth. Now let's go into the heart of the mountain and see how this white stone is actually extracted. While for centuries, the marble was actually quarried obviously directly from the mountainside, today the more conservative method of quarrying marble is to actually drill into the heart of the mountain itself and to extract the white stone from there so that you actually preserve the geological profile of the mountain itself. And we're standing inside of one of these tunnel quarries, as they're called, the Fossa degli Angeli, or the Angel's Pit, which is one of the more celebrated quarries here in Carrara. And if you're wondering just how exactly they get this marble out of here, they use a type of saw called a Korfman saw that essentially cuts down parallel to the level of the ground. And then what they do is they drill a series of holes vertically into the actual marble itself and then drive a type of cord which has synthetic diamond dust on it, which actually then slices right through the marble as if it were made of butter. And then to actually separate it from the wall itself, what they do is they drop another of these cables into the backside and then slowly start to close the circle. And as it closes, it essentially just slices the backside of the block. And in fact, if you look over here to my left-hand side, you can clearly see the pattern of this particular type of cutting cable on the wall that you see, and those vertical grooves where in fact the cord was dropped to then separate the block from the wall itself. Here is that cutting cable, which you see is slipped through that little hole that goes down vertically. It's attached to that machine that you see down below. So they're literally going to slice this right along. Now, if you're wondering, once they've cut it, how do they separate the marble blocks? Well, there's actually a metal cushion. It's flat now, but what they do is they force water through the aperture that you see there, and through the aperture that you see there, and when it inflates, it literally pushes the block away, separating it from the wall of marble to which it's attached. While the cutting cable can cut through between 10 to 16 square meters of marble per hour, the Korfman saw can instead cut through 10 to 14 centimeters per minute, depending on the density of the stone. There are 82 still active quarries here in Carrara, some of which are those inside or internal quarries where they're taking marble out of the heart of the mountain. Others instead, like the one that you see behind me, which is an open air quarry that has been active for centuries. Consider that the block of marble from which Michelangelo carved his celebrated Pietà today in St. Peter's was indeed extracted from this particular quarry, known today as the Michelangelo Quarry. And so for centuries, the tradition of extracting this magical white stone from these magical mountains and transforming it into immortal works of art.